welcome. Thank you for coming by and checking out my video. Please excuse my hand. I was coloring some things earlier, so I still have some residue on my fingers. I am working on putting together some embellishments today for my scrapbooking, and most of these I'm going to be giving away to a swap group that I participate in. The theme for this particular one is tropical, so anything tropical related. So I picked a cut file from the Silhouette Library or the Silhouette Shop, and this one is Tropical Plant, and it is by Sarah Bailey. If you do not have a Silhouette, if you have a Cricut instead, you may be able to find this file either through Etsy or through Cricut. I'm not sure, but I'm sure you can find something similar. So this cut file came in it's a lot of different pieces. I thought when I was cutting this out that I did a trace so that I had a background that I could glue them to, but apparently I forgot to cut that out. So we're just going to try to put it together as best we can without the background, and I did one already, so I'm going to try to recreate this one that I did, and I really did this from the photo that came with the cut file. That was the easiest way for me to do this. So I'm going to pull out my leaves first. There are 4 leaves in this particular file. All right, and the leaves are going to give us our background. So I'm just going to kind of lay these out first. Put some glue. Put the 2 bigger ones together like that. Let me move this over so I have some space so y'all can see a little bit better. This one is just gonna kind of layer on top of there. So in terms of glue, I use Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I love this glue. It makes it super easy to put everything together. It's a very forgiving glue, so you don't have to worry about it leaving a visible residue on your pieces when you're done, which is really nice. Okay, so there's my leaf assembly. I think I need a little bit more glue right in there. All right, so next we're gonna add our leaf veins. So I'm gonna find those in my bin over here. I tried to separate out all the little vein and slivers so it was a little bit easier to find these. That made it super helpful. So that's a good tip when you're cutting your pieces, especially if you're doing more than one. Make sure that you keep like items together. It just makes it a whole lot simpler when you're in here trying to assemble and find what you need to put where. Pro tip there, pro tip. All right, so I think the big sliver goes on this bigger leaf. And then here's a medium sliver that I'm going to put on the medium leaf. And I'm not so worried about the middle of the slivers sticking out because that's going to get covered up with some flowers. So it's not a big deal at all. This little tool, if you don't know what this is called the Pick Me Up tool. This one is from Silhouette, but I think they do make them, some other brands make them. But it has this putty in one end of it that you can tear off and squeeze out some more, and that putty is sticky, and so it just makes it so much easier when you're doing something like this to be able to handle all these itty bitty pieces and not have them all over the place. Because I do not have tiny fingers, so having something like this just makes it a lot simpler. So now, in this particular one, it looks like we had a little bit of paper that didn't get cut all the way. So I'm going to use this other end of my tool and just trim that off a little bit. There we go. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side too. Okay. All right. And then in their file, these two bigger pink flowers get a small purple flower on each of them. I'm going to stick that one. Put a little bit more glue. All right. So there's our 3 flowers. So this flower we're going to put right about there. This one we'll put up above that. Maybe like right there, I guess. And then this guy is over here just to kind of balance out the trio. Because you know, when you want good balance, if you do it in 3s, that's the way to do it. Okay, so that's the bulk of it. Now we're going to add our little wispy pieces of grass or leaves or whatnot to the back. So I'm going to pull out the 4 different kinds that I have. Again, having these separated makes it so much easier. All right, so for this, I'm gonna do this kind of opposite. I'm gonna put my glue on the grass and slide this over the top of kind of where I want it to go. I think that just makes it way easier than trying to glue it on the back, because this way you can see what you're doing. All right, and then this one we're gonna put kind of like right there. So again, I'm just gonna put some glue on my grass piece and stick that on there. Okay. Same thing with this guy. Ooh, my stuff keeps rolling around. Stay. All right, let's put that maybe right there. That. Okay. And every time I do this, I am lifting this off of my surface just so that it doesn't glue to my mat here, which my mat, this is just 12 by 12 paper that's underneath me. But it just makes sure that everything's not sticking to your surface. Let's put that like right there. Okay. All right. There we go. So there's what the back of it looks like. You can see everything. And now something you could do if you just wanted a little bit extra stability on this, you could cut out just a small piece of scrap paper and you could glue it on top of those little pieces of grass. That would help those stay in place a lot better, especially if you're not sure when you're going to be using this and you know you're going to keep it around for a little while. It might be good to do that. There's the front. The only other thing I'm going to do is add a little color to the middle of my flowers. If you have some little beads or sequins or something, that would be really cute in the middle of those two. But for me, I'm just going to come in with my yellow. This is my yellow gel pen. I'm going to add some yellow to the middle. So there we go. That is our tropical leaves, tropical plant cut embellishment. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great day and that you get to do some paper crafting soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.